Actually, again, would like to point out, probably the best process is what's still sort of discussing, is get it down into a compilation and have one vote rather than go through here and vote 37 times tonight. I think probably the next question that's going to come up is, maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, is whether or not to have the investigation for the 3 hours will be informal, or it can be stenographers, court reporters, have somebody come in and swear in somebody with an oath of office. That is actually why I stepped out of chambers a minute ago. I spoke with a pretty experienced investigator and was told that it was probably in the best interest of the investigation that you don't have 2 or 3 people involved when they sit down and start having conversations, because one person you're doing some of the information, with another person involved and 2 people in the room, you wind up getting probably none of the information because of the intimidation factor that goes along with talking to somebody that's explaining. So I think an informal process, something like this held in other investigations, would probably be the best route to take, and have that process recorded, have the entire conversation recorded. Now, with that comes a question: is there somebody that can swear that person in? Does that person have to be present during the questioning?
The court reporter would administer the oath, but the court reporter's not going to administer an oath and then leave. So, if you want to do it informally, but have the statements be recorded, I mean, there's not really, the court reporter has the authority to administer an oath. I would not.
Do you have an opinion, since you're leading the investigation, do you have an opinion as to which you would prefer, the stenographer or not?
I think that if any interviews that are conducted are recorded, either by audio, video, some means, and that any documents that might be provided, there be a certification as to who provided the document, when it was provided. There can be some formal record keeping done for documentary information. But if you want to do it informally, then I would recommend that you do either use audio tape or videotape, so that there is no question about who said what and where any particular piece of information came from.
The recommendation was also made that we have a audio recording, not necessarily a video recording. Again, getting the intimidation factor, not really trying to elicit information, not stop information from coming out. So again, I think if we have you involved in it, it's going to be a very slow, very methodical process. We've got plenty of time to get it wrapped up. Really, that's whether or not it's going to be an informal or formal. It's probably the only thing we have left to say tonight. Is that correct?
What you consider to be formal, informal is the question.
I would personally insist on that everything be done under oath. Okay, I guess that makes it formal, but I'm sorry, there's people's careers, reputations, et cetera, at stake here as a result of this. And I would hate to see decisions be made based on hearsay and people make a statement that ought to be accounted for because they didn't take an oath.
Well,
may I interject here? I would request that this be done under oath with the court reporter taking off the prints. If there's no objection.
That's fine with me. I mean, that's what I've been saying all along. Court reporter and under oath, because I'm sorry. I mean, there's a lot at stake here. Okay? Then there isn't any investigation, but in this particular case, there's even more at stake. And I just want to make sure nothing but the truth, the whole truth. So I can go. Thanks.
And I understand and respect what you're asking for. At the same time, you have to understand that if people are going to lie, they're going to lie regardless. Whether they swear to God, like the Bible's, or not. It's not going to give you difference to it. At that point, we would probably look to our city attorney to be able to make a decision as to whether or not their evidence and the conversation she has would be credible to the issue that they're talking about, and then be able to weed out the good and bad of the
Again, the more formal the process, and, I mean, we're talking about investigation, and I agree with you, y'all talking about careers, and, you know, at the same time, you're also talking about people out here that are going to be intimidated. For God's sakes, they're talking about the mayor. And what they don't need is, they don't need further intimidation into not telling something. I think at this point, we need to encourage conversation and encourage evidence, encourage feedback. And I believe we can get that. But Ms. Flowers, you know, she can weed through the information, and I'm pretty sure she's not going to come back with stuff that's not pertinent to the investigation. Again, I agree with you, and if the vote goes that direction, that's fine. It's not going to go into die on this point. But I think I would encourage you, as somebody that does this quite frequently, and somebody who just went and got information from somebody who does this on a regular basis, the informal process is the best when it comes to getting information out of people. And if you want the truth, go to the people who do this. I feel that.
This is not a police matter. I'm not sure that police procedures and tactics are appropriate. If someone wants to come after my good name and hard-earned reputation, they need to come with more than insinuation and conjecture. I would like a record made of this investigation.
Again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when the other issue and the other investigation came up, it was actually a member of the police department that was appointed by the city, and you were okay with it then. So whether it's a police issue or not, personalities are involved, and the personalities are the same when you're talking about giving statements to the public or giving statements to an investigator. You know, it might be somebody who's talking, again, you want to encourage it, you don't want to discourage it. To me, the point is moved. You know, we'll vote one way, and it's going to go one way or the other. We'll vote. I think at this point, though, we just need to make sure that how we go about this is why we're very methodical and wind up with the result of the day. Make a good decision.
What's the motion?
That's what I'm trying to
Well,
determine
I
right
think
now.
we're talking about, we've got a May 7th date on the table. We've got recommendation from me that it be a formal written finding regarding legal and factual merits of the complaint, and that you appoint me to do the investigation, and the remaining question then is whether these statements are taken under oath with a court reporter, or whether they are taken informally but recorded by audio.
Let's take a vote on that.
And this item-
But we can say-
Well, we decided to take them all at one time, so.
So, Mr. Bradshaw,
Those are the
your partial
terms.
motion is on the floor. Would you state your motion in completeness? May 7th.
Yeah.
Do you wish to have oath administered?
I'll go with your wishes on that.
Do you wish to have a court reporter take minutes?
Well, to get an oath, you're gonna have to have a court reporter. So,
So those three things constitute your motion?
and the letter, did we vote on that one to go, a summary?
To get a written response, a written
By May 7th.
signing by May 7th.
So May 7th, under oath with the court reporter. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
No.
And I'm abstaining.
Is that covered, Alan?
I have a question. Does that include, you had, Ms. Flowers, you had made a suggestion that the written results with factual and legal
Right.
aspects both delineated?
Right.
Does that motion include that?
Yeah, that's, I think any written finding should evaluate both the factual and legal merit.
Is there anything else to be taken up tonight?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?